How's it going, bros? It's epic gaming time. Is it already gaming o'clock? How epic indeed. So yeah, we're gonna play some more Bread in Minecraft. The mod count has gone slightly up. I installed some of those quality of life mods that I complained about the lack of in the previous episode. In the faint hope of making this ever so slightly more enjoyable for myself, I have the crawl mod and mouse tweaks now. I think those were the only two I installed, but I have the memory of a goldfish on methamphetamine, so we're gonna tackle this one individual idea at a time, because I cannot process more than 2 ideas at once. Easier rarely means funner. Oh my god, epic fact. Okay. Now let the gaming begin. Okay. It doesn't look like there are any creepers in my vicinity, so I can't get like completely mauled to death right now. I don't know if I have the capacity to pick a fight with an Enderman with just a stone sword, despite having Golden Age combat. I do. Oh, it was just a piggy. Oh, it doesn't actually let me use the map when I'm in bed. That's a little known fact around these streets. This game is epic. I have 1 bone. Greedy fuck. What a greedy evil pig. And you people wonder why I keep eating the damn thing. Now I'm gonna eat my dog. I got... No, he kills sheep. I forgot about that tidbit. No, come here, you wayayara. No, I actually have a dog now. I don't have a name tag to name him, but I'll dub him Kakapoopoo Frankie the Third. I'm probably gonna end up forgetting that name anyway at some point, but that doesn't matter to the likes of me. Now, am I gonna go back to strip mining or actually go caving? How deep down does this go? I think the map is gonna spell it out for me. Why 20? You know what, screw it, for content I'm gonna take the biggest risk of my life. I'm gonna endanger my life. More views. Hold on, let me really not risk it too much now. Yeah, I think this is safe. I don't usually do these kinds of batshit insane jumps from all the way the top of Mount Everest all the way to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Bald eagle? I had no idea that was even a modded mob. I know I have Alex's mobs, but I have no idea exactly what it includes. I've run into a lot of team mobs from Alex's mobs, but a bald eagle I have never heard of. No, there are some minecarts, so presumably a mine shaft nearby. Okay, you're telling me there's a mine shaft? Count me in, bucko. Okay, I'm getting to the vicinity of having an abundance of iron. Also, I'm not risking that jump. I'm not that hungry for content. So I have no torches on my person yet. I insisted on coming here. Well, if that wasn't the best idea I've had all night. These spikes look really sick. They're epic. Ooh, coal. That's actually what I wanted. And I still have my wood on my person, so this is really gonna come in clutch. Cheated? That was a little too convenient to happen authentically. Hacker alert. Yes, arrest this man, please, FBI. Is a green man gonna pick a fight with me? Okay, not in my immediate vicinity. Just a product of my mind. Okay, give me coal. Is this vein empty? In my head canon it completely is. Also I have a bunch of gravel, which can be turned into a bunch of flint. If I'm willing to go through that process. Now let me make a full stack of torches. That's a little known strategy around these streets. You may not have heard of that before. Okay. Am I about to get assaulted by a thin man? By somebody who doesn't even have any meat on their bones? Why, that would be rather embarrassing. Please do not spread this footage around. Sorry, I have a house cat in my throat. I couldn't quite swallow him all the way down, so he's now stuck in there. It's probably just that okay, buddy. You're not gonna cut me off and get away with it, friend. So what I wanted to say is that I just ate, and I think that's the reason my throat is like doing 7,000 backflips at the moment. Ooh, another part of the shaft. Hey man, are you like not gonna engage? Absolutely nothing has been found at the bottom of this staircase. Share this with your friends to spread the word about this very little known fact. I don't even know what my seed is. I don't even know how you look it up. Is it like in your statistics or something? Should I just follow the map for minecart chests? I don't actually want to do that. While that is absolutely a feature of the mod, I willingly downloaded onto this computer. That's a free play storage. I don't think I want to use it unless I'm in a big pinch. The map really just helps me because my sense of direction is like from Uzbekistan, and I like run in circles for 10 hours thinking I'm running straight. So having the map can at least help me sort of create a sense of what this world actually looks like as a 3D space. So it's like a crutch. I know you're gonna point at a crippled person and say that them using crutches is cheating, because that would be the most base thing I've ever heard. So go ahead. Tell me how it goes. They don't let me back in BronyCon anymore. They say I was ableist. I don't know why I always pick BronyCon. It's like, it's completely Freudian. It's the reason you keep referring back to it is because subconsciously you really wanna go. I have my own gripes about people who like diagnose people over social media. I like basically tell them that, well, the way he said that thing is clear indication that he thought of it. And because he thought of it, it means he thinks it all the time. And it's like, that usually is related to when somebody like blurts out a slur. And it's like, well, it clearly means that he subconsciously hates the group the slur is directed against. It's like, okay, yeah, Mr. Freud himself diagnosing people on the internet they've seen 1 2-second clip of and nothing else. I mean, it's one thing to make speculate about somebody else's behavior and whatnot, but when you use that to basically like make a moral judgment about someone, you're doing the equivalent of, please apologize to me because you cheated on me in a dream. Like, that's literally what you're doing when you're pulling the whole I'm clearly narcissist sociopath. I did one course in university for psychology, and I saw that His behaviors are a lot like narcissist, psychopath, evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, I installed the crawl mod. I forgot about that altogether. Brr. Hey buddy, you wanna go? Careful with that blade. You can really cut yourself. Oh, didn't I warn you, bucko? Can I follow these torches back home, or are they just all over the place? I try to always place my torches on the right wall, but I don't know my left from my right, so... You know you're in good hands when the pilot pulls this move out. String alert. String alert. He has acquired string in his inventory. Not a drill. Seek immediate shelter. So that's a pre-placed one. I have not been here before. Ooh, a name tag. Wasn't that what I was taught? You need an entire anvil just to use it. Well, off to farm a bunch of iron. That's the one word I cannot pronounce. Iron. 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 That's basically it. Jasplunky has been arrested for trying to meet a dog over the internet. I had another one of these. Since when? Okay, well, it was a good luck. Apparently I'm alive. Okay, well, I guess I'm not complaining. Just make sure there are no forgottens in the vicinity, because that was the one quark quirk that kind of super buffed this game's cave exploration. What's that glimmer, or was that an illusion? There was no glimmer. Isn't that like a shader quirk anyway? No, it's an actual mod, like rare ores do a little glimmer effect. But something is emitting light there. I quite frankly think that the torch emitting light while it's in your hand should be a vanilla feature. Is it one of those trial things? Like it explodes into a bunch of people and you get like end game loot for killing them? Can I aggro it? Oh, so you need to like shove your face right inside it? Okay, let me de-aggro the witch to the best of my ability so I can kill it last of all. Since I'm entirely unarmored. A creeper head? Yeah, that checks out. Now come here, you warrior, you're gonna punch you in the puncher. Just a full-blown creeper and a skeleton head. I even got a name tag. Okay, well this is the fight I do not want. I heard you, you fiend, you heathen, you scoundrel, you scallywag, you... Oh, he didn't even die. Oh, I have become slowed down. I have an axe for this purpose, bucko. All that for a creeper head. Well, what a deal. Shoot Mojang nerf. My asshole. How long does this last? 7 real life hours. I think that is adequate. Good punishment for the player. Now what keeps making that shing sound? Also, I don't like how it pushes the minimap down. Like, cheese takes priority. You need to know that you have a status effect for like 2 seconds. Okay. How much damage? 5. In the braided version. In base game it does 9 damage and you have to hit like once a year. Oh, that's the fuck. We were talking about that the entirety of the last stream. Now can I find the way home out of here? I think I just have to mine my way out. That's the easiest method. I didn't even waypoint my little pseudo base on top of that hill, so we're just gonna have to dig my way out. Okay, hopefully without any broken legs on the way. And eventually make my way out of here to such a degree that I can actually locate my Homoe. Okay. What do you want to pick a fight or something, bucko? I'm scared, I'm going home. Why level 30 something? Let's make 16 torches. So I can get those sticks out of my inventory. Yeah, you're not welcome here. This is only for real bronies. Okay, is there like a full-blown spider nest in my ear canal? They're under your skin! Run! Yeah, it was Quark that did the whole clusters of different stone types thing. It's also a dead giveaway that a mod pack is using Quark. I think there was like some pile of shenanigans regarding that. No, I'm gonna kill my dog. I got 20 chocolates in my pocket. We're making our way out, one block at a time. Why isn't this thrilling? Very epic indeed. My brain cannot make sense of the fact that it's almost evening where I live, because it's just completely blue. There's absolutely no darkness. Like, it's just bright. It's the plight of being a Nord. Summers it's bright 24/7, winters it's dark 24/7, and there's no in between. It's like maybe in the spring and autumn time. Now, what is making that noise? I'm scared. Oh, bison. I picked a fight with one of those fuckers last time. How do you get the heads in vanilla? I know that you get most of the discs by just having a skeleton kill a creeper. No, it's... yeah, lightning strikes them or something like that. I'm so used to having a sword in this hotbar slot. Are these wild potatoes? No, onions. Crops of the wild. Yeah, sure, I'll take the onion. It's gonna be useful in the long run if I wanna make the deluxe cheeseburger, which is my favorite of the new foods they added into that mod. Am I gonna get pushed down by something? This is actually a nice little canyon. Might build something. 9 billion castles down there. Oh, I'm gonna... oh, that, quote me on that. I'm gonna build 9 billion castles at the bottom of that pit. And no, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna not do that. That is not absolutely way more than I can chew. literally stop playing right now. Yeah, fuck this game, I'm never playing again. Okay, this is a relatively safe spot, so let me look at the map. Found my home movie. Oh, it's actually illuminated on the map itself. I guess the map is literally just a render of the actual area. Like it basically renders the individual blocks as pixels and all the light levels and whatnot are taken into account. It's almost like a real-life satellite picture. Epic technology has made its way into Minecraft. That's another YouTube short gag. It's like, then there's like the 10 hours of talking, and then at the end I'm gonna be like, and that is why, and then it's gonna repeat again. I guess it's also partially just how everything is enunciated in YouTube shorts. I quite frankly also don't really like the overly Mr. Beastified videos. I'm gonna pick a fight with an Enderman. Okay, literally stopped existing. It's still showing on the map, but does it mean that he exists, or is he like in the cave? Well, not in this cave anyway. Boy, I sure hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Hey man. Yeah, let me kill some defenseless animals for the purposes of consumption. Pig has been located in Minecraft. Now may pain be inflicted. Let me just look at the map. Okay, there's a bunch of pigs in the vicinity. Also have a bunch of carrots. Should I just plant them? Industry plant in Minecraft? Easily the most epic thing I've ever witnessed. Yeah, I have enough iron for a bucket. Now, am I gonna worry about making it look aesthetically pleasing? Who knows? Probably not at this stage of the game anyway. Why is the nearest body of water a full car ride away from my place of residence? Food stone. The food rock has been located. This is not a drill. Yeah, let me just leave the torch there. It's really decorative. And quite frankly, awesome sauce. Yeah, let me pick a fight with the bison real quick. It's not picking a fight with me, apparently. Okay, well, it will be real funny if he stays aggroed. So funny, I will laugh very loudly. Why the peak of comedy has been achieved in the confines of a video game. Let me explain how. There's this guy called SPG. that he discovered something very funny in Minecraft. And that is why. Yeah, the first time I saw the that is why thing, I found it kinda cool. Like, oh, they made it loop, that's cute. And then I saw it in every single piece of visual media on planet Earth. And now I hate it. It's cringe because it's popular. Grr. Oh, I forgot I acquired a potato. Now, which one is the more bountiful resource in terms of pig breeding? I don't know why it was so hard for me to even get started on saying that word combination. Sure, eat the mutton, bucko. Ah, screw it. I'ma bite the bullet and just make another furnace. But this is the last furnace I make, I swear. Oh yeah, let me just lift it up. Yeah, that's another mod I installed. Vanilla, that's a vanilla feature. Little known fact around these streets. Bet you didn't ever find out about that. This ain't your grandma's stream. It's actually mine. That's an easy mistake to make. Can generate some confusion. No, I think Minecraft censorship will have a gripe with me swearing here, so. Oh, I should have been Sir Bubensberg. This will do just fine. And while we're at it, I like blue. Now I'm gonna kill my dog. I got 20 chocolates in my pocket. What will we be doing now? Probably just harvesting these trees I have created. Okay, the big one has grown up. I don't have any sticks ready. That shakes things up. Add stakes. Can I trust that this stone axe isn't gonna break midway through one? I cannot, so let me just use this brand new one. On the Epic Sauce 3000. Yeah, I chipped up a full third of my iron axe with one harvest. So that was like a very good call. Dream luck? He's cheating? That's actually illegal. Also pure evil, like morally just completely unfounded. Like you're not allowed to do that. Fun fact, little known fact around these streets. Well, let me make this a big one too. Okay, and I'm gonna cut down the smaller trees with these stone axe. Now come here, you warrior, you're gonna chop you in the chopper, you scoundrel, you scallywag. Now I'm gonna snort some meth, I got 20 keys in my pocket. Why am I so obsessed with that one song? I don't even know what it's called. I just know that it's a mega hit from like 1996. 1922. Let's just use the map to find the absolute nearest body of water. There's basically no difference between these two. So let me just run here. I don't want to resort to eating the carrots, so let me actually stock up on food. Yeah, if I'm gonna walk that distance, I'm gonna need some food on the way. Full-blown meal. Besides, why is my eye itches? Okay, now we can go back to the location previously disclosed to me. Is it getting to be nighttime? I'm scared, sauce. Very frightening indeed. I've slouched down on this chair like 75 steps. Has some rotten flesh. You fiend, you heathen. Creature of pure evil has been located in the confines of Minecraft. But I don't know how to feel about that, sauce. Now is the rain finally gonna be over? Should we remove rain from real life? Let the debate commence. Hey, no N-words. You're gonna debate fairly, okay? What was that flash? Somebody's trying to blow up my house in real life. My real life house? A full-blown assault on my place of residence. Yeah, I'm just doing a big prank. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, I think that looks about natural. Wasn't that the creeper hole? Meaning I finally patched it after all these years of waiting. That arc finally got to a close. If you eat my crops, I'm gonna shove this sword up your ass. Why should you make a scarecrow when you can just resort to extreme violence? Let the debate commence. Hey, what did I say about the goddamn N-word? Should the disabled community be allowed to say the N-word? Discussion at 9. Ooh, I can make an entire square. So yeah, to anyone who doesn't know, this is the biggest possible area one block of water can cover. So exactly 9 times 9 area. And a square at that, not a circle. Yeah, let me just plant these carrots. I mean, potatoes are basically useless anyway. At least in the base game. Like, they can make the roasted potato, but other than that, whereas carrots are a good source of food even out of the box, and they also make golden carrots, which are like the, in terms of saturation, the best food item in the vanilla game. Am I in the possession of bones? I have meal. Okay, I'm gonna leave myself 4 carrots so I can watch the pigs mate. Now where's the black one? Here you go, bucko. Any other pigs in the vicinity? Supposedly a bunch. Just not here. Okay, you're the one I just fed. You're the fed. Are the feds trading pigs to do their bidding? Find out at 9. Are the feds training your colon to open at will? To open at a queue? Find out at 9. Are there feds on your skin currently? I don't know where this bit is even going. Is it even a bit, or is it just schizo rambling? You will die. Ooh, coal. I will indulge. Well, what a lovely offer you have made to me. Now I'm gonna mine some coal. I got... I'm not even gonna finish that bit. It's just, it would be too funny. You would have a laughing fit. And I don't want to be responsible for the bad consequences of such an action. Such an evil thing to do. Okay, now let's make my way back home. Okay, the fucking crow is eating my crops. Get bonked, moron. There's still another crow somewhere. Located. Seemingly no more in my immediate vicinity. Ooh, I forgot I had mouse tweaks. And quality of life has been achieved in Minecraft. Finally, after waiting so long. So yeah, I'm thinking this place for my place of residence rather than the hill, which was previously disclosed as accurate information but turns out to not be so. We at Esplanchi Incorporated apologize profusely for the heinous attempt at misleading you. We will do better. Eventually, at least. Now catch up to heathen you fiend why yada. Harvested a tree in Minecraft. Boy, they didn't see that one coming now, did ya? Isn't this the most entertaining piece of media you've ever laid your eyes upon? Why, I'm not even watching and I'm entertained thoroughly. Yeah, let me just make another X real quick, immediately. I'm gonna just do a simple palette of the Quark introduced cobblestone bricks and spruce. So not like too complicated for my brain to handle. Guys, I know my brain don't work that good sometimes. Let's do like this, this, No, that's not aligned. Perfect. That looks epic. Yeah, I actually needed the axe that I was implying myself to be making. Epic house is going to be built in Minecraft. Make sure your young ones are watching because this will get messy. Okay, now I just have a whole family tree of axes in my inventory. I don't know how to feel about that. Fuck it, I'll just make a crafting table right here. I'm getting sick of this back and forth running I'll be doing. Now this is easily the most epic thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Yeah, let's do 2. And then 4. No, I cannot actually count that. 4 is one of those numbers that like they're way too big for the human brain to actually process. It's like you think you get it, but it's like you can't actually fathom how the scale of such a big number. It's kind of crazy. I don't have my hoe with me. Let my girlfriend home. It was low hanging. I was enticed to make that gag. Funny joke. The woke left has come for me again and not letting me sleep whenever I want. Yeah, fuck it, the dog can follow me. Part of me is kind of waiting for Sleepy Salami to turn just so I can kill that dog right in front of him. He wanted 4K dog killing. Boobensberg. I even named him so I get attached. Someone's actually gonna make like a psychological profile of me. Yeah, he's showing some psychopathic tendencies. Like, I think he's actually like pure evil. I know because I took psychology 101 in high school. And that's like, that's all the evidence I need. Have I stripped all of these? Apparently I have. Sorry, my brain works about 3 to 5 business days late. I don't have my gosh darn bucket with me. So I am gonna have to make another trip to my chest. My golly, if I didn't know any better. I think this streamer is actually stupid. Now, do I have any food in my immediate possession? Looks like it's killing time. Hey man. I'm gonna leave some of the sheep alive so I can eventually imprison them for my entertainment, for my own amusement. But for the time being, they shall be used for sustenance. I think killing bisons will be a huge investment that will be very fruitful in the near future. So yeah, the goal of the day is to at least finish my first house. First house I've ever made. Off the grid living. I made my own log cabin in the middle of the woods. Then I got arrested because I didn't have a permit. I wish I could do that metal growl. Oh my god. Okay, so if you take your distance, I'll win. Okay. I was going to the vicinity of the right direction, but not quite the right direction, and now I regret it deeply. Oh no! I made a mistake in Minecraft. How epic indeed. Now. So, but first I gotta barbecue these. Yeah, I think this will provide adequate sustenance for the time being. Water has been poured in Minecraft. Now let's analyze what that accomplished exactly. And the reason he poured that water right there is because it sets up the next frame perfect trick. So it's like the game like checks if there's water there, or like the game checks if you're like solid, and if like you're about to hit a wall. But if you pour water on that precise pixel, the line of code that checks for the collision actually gets completely obscured, and then you like leap through the wall, beating the game, saving about 20 hours. And he failed it. Okay, he'll soon the backup strat of not doing the skip. So that he gained about 20 hours. Lapis Lazuli has been acquired by Asplec Incorporated. What will he do next? Baby Kronk has been executed for his crimes against humanity. Sustaining. I forgot that distant horizons renders them at lower, well, not lower poly, but lower detail. Pretty much the only thing that keeps reminding me that I have it on. That's the Spyro trick actually, little known fact around these streets. Now, building will commence. And be sure you're strapped in because this is about to get very epic. That was the 5th symphony. Like that just flat out was the 5th symphony right there. Now I will fall down. Epic, very epic indeed. Don't you motherfucking bark at me. That was the video where the guy was on the toilet. Then the dog shoved his head through the doorway. Or the very small door gap. Then he started growling. Then he barked and he was, "Don't you motherfucking bark at me. I'm taking a shit." That was the funniest shit I've ever seen. By golly, I cried. Real tears. I am building the house one block at a time in Minecraft. The dog has been drowned successfully in Minecraft. Like I don't have my hoe with me, so I have to do this one grass at a time. You're not getting my pork chop, you evil fiend. Why, you're... See, I conceptually like that placement for my doorway. But this hill kind of obstructs it. So let's do the exact position on this side. Yeah, I think that suffices. Sorry, death be upon me. Yeah, let me just destroy the microphone entirely. That's an epic tactic. You wouldn't get it because of your simple nature. Let me get a little bit of death here. Now I have absolutely no cobblestone left. What a predicament indeed. Am I going even in the direction that resembles the correct one, even faintly? The epic idea has been bestowed out upon me in Minecraft. Make sure your young ones are in bed, because things will get a little too epic. Okay, now where is my place of residence? So I was running entirely to the wrong direction. Look at my sense of direction being completely warped. It's that damn phone's fault. They didn't come out with the phone. I would be much better off right now. Now how much stone will I need in total? I don't know, I can't count that high. It's one of those big numbers that your brain can't process. Delicioso. You simply succulent. Ah, that honeycomb looks succulent. Amazing. Ah, why did he eat the bee? It's one of my favorite videos in all of existence. It's pure hilarity. I wish I had vein mining in Minecraft. Don't you love watching a white guy do manual labor in a video game? Isn't that like the peak of entertainment? I needed to specify the race, because that's a very big part of my identity. No, I will not look for the stupid eye, you moron. Don't tell me what to do, you tall fiend. You evil heathen, you I'll punch you in the puncher. It's kind of a rhythm. Okay, I have acquired more than a stack of cobblestone in Minecraft. Epic gaming has been done. I'm just gonna choose to assume that 2 stacks is enough to sustain me. Epic gaming has been done. It's so funny to see these blocks in such low detail. I may have also downloaded Clumps, the XP mod that like piles a bunch of XP orbs together to optimize the game ever so slightly. It's very situational, but I mean, might as well throw it in. It's not like I need any space on my computer for anything. Other than the excessive amounts of gay porn, which take about 5 terabytes. Yeah, I know rookie numbers. I haven't really been into the genre as of recent. No, I'm gonna get accused of being a fake fan. I just know it. Gonna be like, yeah, we're revoking your gay porn privileges, buddy. It's clear you don't know what to do with them. I thought I saw a creeper, but it was just this patch of grass. I'm cutting it down so it can no longer scare me in this manner. This would require for me to basically shrink my entire house down. How much smaller would it become? It's actually hard to get a mental image, so let me just finish this entire frame. Kinda small. Yeah, screw it, I'll make a basement. And this won't be my forever base, says the man who's making his forever base, and there's nothing he can do about it. Then again, I think I can just come up with some creative way of not doing that. Also, this Minecraft music is being the loudest thing in the universe right now. Assault on my ears much? Leave the crafting table here. Where did I leave the crafting table? Located. A crafting table has been located in Minecraft. That looks very epic, sauce. The most epic thing I've ever witnessed. I have no idea where I copied this design from. Just know that it is copied from somewhere. I didn't actually come up with Minecraft. Little known fact around these streets. Yeah, that works. I'm not saying it doesn't work, I'm just thinking that will it look weird if I just do this? I almost started going to the wrong direction once again. Why, what a wonderful development that is. Actually, me thinks that you wanna lift this up. Yeah, I wanted to place that there because it's like aesthetic and it's very cool. It's like the coolest thing. Yeah, that way it's differentiated, that it's... It doesn't blend with the door. question is, do I place these? Sure. Throw them in. And since we got started on these shenanigans. Let's do this. Yeah, I think that works. It leaves a little bit of storage space here. Compact millennial home. Very epic indeed. I know that's a little jarring. Then again, I'm not paid to make epic designs. So, I don't care, Sauce. Okay, well that's not really that useful storage space. Unless I make it so. Or I make it intentionally symmetrical. I bet you didn't see that idea coming. That might be the most epic thing I've ever done. Yeah, let me do the same thing, but just with more shenanigans afoot. Block, 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 block. Apparently I have a 9 billion viewers at the moment. That might be a new record. Nobody's just saying anything because they're all lurkers. It's okay, I understand if you're shy. Do I add windows to these walls? Nah, that's kinda dumb. That's not epic at all. I'll find a way to make that more aesthetic. But for the time being, I'm going to bed in Minecraft. Do I have any iron for lanterns? Since it's 1 ingot per lantern, it's basically gonna require like the entire world's reserve just to illuminate 1 little space. Hey man. I thought his name was H Bomber Guy for just a moment. I totally forgot what I named him. Okay, I have a bunch of logs, so let me just do this. Let me just tear this entire thing down. In fact, there's nothing stopping me from extending this little strip. Why, that would be the most devilish thing I've ever done. might remove that stone strip, that stone brick pillar from both sides. I know we got attached to them, but try not to cry as I do this. Grey wool, who needs such an item in their inventory at all times? Should Mojang ban the grey wool? Is it too busted? Okay, that floating trapdoor is a little cursed for my liking. So we need to harvest this wall. Nope, it's still a problem. Okay, well this is easily the most unepic thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. It's not conceptually a bad idea. Every other way. Please have a debate about this subject. Hey, you knocked that out with the N-words. God damn you. How many times do we have to go through this, you heathen, you fiend? Little weird sauce. And do I use that for a second floor? Okay, yeah, this idea is only conceptually good. And I might reuse it for the second floor if I make such a creation. But until that time comes, I'll go back to the original plan. This is what I needed. You need to leave my inventory this instant, you heathen, you fiend, you yada. So yeah, let's keep this flat. To make a second more lighter floor. That kind of sticks out. I'll find a color palette at some point. This might be the most epic house ever built. For the purposes of gambling. Better than the first idea. Okay, I will now place a stone brick stair in Minecraft. Brace yourself. My dog is become wet. Yeah, I'ma just do this on all of these. It will be the coolest shit ever made. Behold the water elevator. A little known innovation around these streets. No, I didn't realize that this was actually like illegal in all 79 states. That's quite the conundrum. My legs are become broken. So I have no more stripped logs. I'm gonna need to use the regular ones and strip them retroactively. Yeah, I think that suffices for the time being. We don't quite have a ceiling for this thing yet. I think I'm gonna keep it flat until I start working on the second floor. That's actually the trick Finland used. Or not Finland specifically, but like Finland copied from European nations, where European nations intentionally made flat roofs so they could trick the government into giving them more funding by saying the house is not finished yet, we need more funding. But then they never actually even built a roof. They just left it flat intentionally. It was like an epic prank. Yeah, I'm gonna finish these walls and then I'm gonna end the epic stream. I know we had a fun time, but unfortunately it has to come to an end. Very sad indeed. Oh, you heathen. Why are Yeah, that works for the time being. Kinda epic sauce. Also works as additional storage. Now what this also leaves room for is to make a little staircase on the side here. That then goes to a small balcony that takes you to the further house. Hold on. So if it starts like here. Yeah, there's plenty room for an upper entrance. Okay, this has the potential to be a very epic Sawi. Don't know if I finish building it off camera or if building is something that's like highly streamable epic content. And again, it's not entirely sure if I continue this epic series indefinitely. But we have sure had a fun time here. Boy golly, I learned a lot about the canine psyche too. I haven't finished this wall. Why, I gotta finish this wall. Yeah, I'm gonna do the wall and then I'm gonna leave. I don't wanna stream anymore, this is stupid. It's kinda dumb. Okay, and now I am become finished with the walls of the first floor. That might be the most epic house ever built. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do for the windows of the second floor. Might just be easy if I like center them so they're like slotted basically. Yeah, that's gonna be the most epic thing ever made. Okay, I bid you farewell, my whoever is watching this in post. I'm sure you had a very entertaining time because this is the most epic stream on youtube.com. So, bye bye!